You know you've reached peak adulthood when you get excited about getting a Z tag for your car. Hello friends, welcome to a new vlog. I literally just ended last week's vlog, but I thought I should go ahead and start this one because I want to chat about the weekend because I want to be productive this weekend. So first of all, it is Friday evening and it's 7:05. Like, I got the whole evening to myself. So not sure exactly what I want to do with all this time, but some reading is definitely in order. I may watch a movie because that sounds fun, and just relax, honestly, after a very emotionally and mentally draining week. So that sounds like a fun plan to me. But tomorrow I think I want to get up like super early and maybe go grocery shopping, which I'm really dreading because I just hate grocery shopping. But it's one of those things that I don't want to do grocery pickup for because I'm very picky about my produce, and the few times that I have done that, I'm not happy with the produce. And the produce is already questionable here in Alaska, so like, I really want to inspect things. So also, the grocery store that I normally go to is under construction right now, so everything is not where it should be. So I'm thinking of going to the other grocery store, which is a little bit further away, because they're not under construction and nobody seems to shop there very often, so hopefully it's like really quiet. I think I want to get there like at 7 a.m. like as soon as they open, so I can get my shopping done in relative peace, and then maybe treat myself to a little coffee for, you know, being productive and getting this shopping done, and then coming home, putting all that away and getting started on chores. I have a huge chore list I want to get done. Some things that I don't normally do but need to do, like clean my hairbrush. I didn't realize how disgusting that thing is, so I need to wash that. I also really want to wash my makeup brushes because I washed a few earlier in the week, but I really want to wash all of them. And hopefully tomorrow I should be getting a package with some makeup brush cleaner and this little makeup brush scrubby thing that you like put in the sink, and it lets you like scrub the brushes on it to get them clean. So I'd like to do that, just like little things like that to get done and just feel productive. And then I'm hoping to finish A Court of Silver Flames while doing all this because I am listening to that and I'm not liking it. I've been complaining about it all last week in last week's vlog. I do not like this installment and I just think it's completely overwritten. That's my main gripe. I think it's way too long. Way too long. Way too much smut too. Like, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against smut. I just don't think I like Sarah Janet's smut. Her word choices. Like, I'm so sick of the word seed. I never want to see that word again. Okay? So it's not a good time for me personally, but I should get it over with this weekend. And then I am also still reading Off to the Races on my Kindle. I just been kind of picking this up, putting it down. I'm really in the mood for it, but I'm also trying to keep up with the girlies in Discord and read The Familiar, which I'm not too far into. I'm only on page 37. I'd like to say I could get halfway through this weekend, but I think that's really pushing it. But I am liking it so far. I'm not really that far in. I don't have too many thoughts, but I would like to get like halfway through with this one and then make more progress as well in Off to the Races. And then I might start another audiobook because I think I would have time to. So the only one I have checked out from the library at the moment is Finlay Donovan Rolls the Dice. Is that the newest one? Whatever the newest one is. I haven't read that yet, but the audiobook came in from the library recently. So I think I want to listen to that because I've listened to all of them and I just love the narration of this series. So I will be reading that probably this week. I could probably get it done. It's not very long. So that's kind of the reading plans. I'd like to finish all my current reads basically. Just kind of get them going. Because April's quickly coming to a close, which is wild. Like, what the heck? I'm also kind of glad though because that means warmer weather. Like, it was actually 60 degrees today. I was sweating. It was great. So if the warm weather can just keep up, that'll make me happy. So that's kind of the plan for the weekend. I think I just want to get my shopping done tomorrow, take advantage of going in extra early, get a little coffee treat, and then come home and do chores. Lots of chores, and then hopefully spend the evening reading, relaxing, watch a movie, and then just repeat besides all the chores and shopping on Sunday. Just double up on the relaxing. So that's the plan. I hate going out on the weekends because my time is so precious. You know, my weekend time is so precious, but it's getting to the point where I can't do my shopping during my lunch anymore because I need frozen things and it's not going to be cold enough in my car to stay frozen. So that's why I'm going to do weekend shopping, which I just hate to do, but it's really the only way to keep things from going bad. So that's the plan. I don't know what I'm going to do this evening. Like I said, I think I might want to just kind of get in bed. Like, I know it's only 7, but I kind of just want to like get in bed and watch a movie. As ridiculous as that sounds, so early in the evening. And maybe get some reading in. Maybe go to bed early. I don't know. But I think I'm gonna go get my makeup off and maybe do something with these things. I actually got my bangs to cooperate today. They look kind of disgusting now, but like I swear they actually looked pretty decent earlier. But I think as time has gone on, they're just starting to lose it. I mean, same. So I'm gonna go and I will chat with you all later. Hello. So we're a little sideways, but I just got all of these new organization things for my vanity. I love this vanity. I actually bought it from someone down the street from me who was having a huge garage sale, like they were leaving, and I'm like, you know what, let's just go over there. So I went over there and I fell in love with this vanity and I bought it. And then it didn't have lights, so I went on Amazon and bought vanity lights, and it seriously is my favorite thing. It's so girly, but I love it so much. But I'm terrible at keeping it organized because these drawers are an absolute mess. Let me just show you. Like, look at that. Embarrassing. So I need to organize it. And I also got this little spinny thing, which I'm very excited about. So I'm also gonna put some things that I use like every single day on here as well. I just realized that I actually put all of these little things on correctly the first time. I feel like when I like have to DIY like make something, I always put it together wrong and then I have to go back and fix it. It's fun. So I thought y'all could join me as I kind of reorganize my vanity. I also want to show y'all, I have like, this is some new makeup stuff I got, but I also have like these little buckets of just random stuff and it just makes it look so messy on here and I don't like it. So I'm thinking of getting rid of that, like obviously keeping everything, but just getting rid of it off of here, you know? So let's get to reorganizing. Hopefully this is an okay angle. We're gonna work with it. I'm just gonna probably put everything on here and then fill this little spinny thing up first, and then we'll just work our way through the drawers. Let's get started. I have been a productive queen today. I seriously cannot believe how much I have gotten done. Hello, are you focusing? I cannot believe how much I have gotten done in like I don't know how long I've been awake. 6 hours that I've been awake today. Like, I got up, I did absolute major shopping, as you would have seen, and I put all the groceries away, I made cookies, I started laundry, I vacuumed and cleaned the bathrooms, cleaned the cat box area. It just gets really dusty and full of cat litter in little spots, and just did a lot, and obviously reorganized my vanity. I also cleaned all my makeup brushes, you would have seen, and I washed my hairbrush, and I did a few other things, and it just feels absolutely incredible. Of course, my battery's flashing now. My battery literally died right as I was like saying it was going to. So hi, I'm back. But it's been so highly productive, which is amazing. So I got kind of like my daily things done on the computer game I play. It's kind of embarrassing I still play it. I've been playing this game since I was like 10. So good solid 13 years, and I'm addicted to it. It's so fun, but it's kind of childish, so I don't want to talk about it. But it's really fun to me. But anyways, so it's just been real productive. So while doing all this, I honestly did listen to a lot of audiobook time because I have finished the book that would never end. Oh, sorry, A Court of Silver Flames, and I did not like it. It is a solid 2-star read for me. Like, I'm glad I finally got over it and got through it. But this book, I think, was lacking a lot of editing, personally. I think so much of the smut could have been just, whoop, taken out. Also, never want to see the word seed ever again. Ever again. No. So I just, wow. Like, I appreciate the character growth of Nesta. I can appreciate that. But that doesn't mean that we needed this book to exist this long. You know, like, we did not need, I need to get the exact page count. We did not need 757 pages of that, you know? The last 20%, I will say, was probably the strongest part of the book, which is unfortunate that I had to suffer through 80% to get there, but it was a lot better than what I thought it was gonna be. So, 2 stars, but at least it's done. So now I'm finally back down to 2 books that I'm currently reading, which I very much prefer. I do not like having multiple books on the go. Also, sorry if you see a lot of like little lights dancing all over me. I have a little like wind chime. It's not a wind chime. It's like a little spinny metal thing outside, and it like shoots rainbows and stuff in here and little light things. So sorry if you see that, because I guess it's really windy because it's really spinning. But anyways, I'm done with chores. Like, I just don't want to do any more chores. It is almost 3 p.m. so I'm still working on laundry. That's easy. I just gotta go flip it around every hour or so. But I'm hoping to maybe get some physical reading in. I really want to get further into The Familiar because I'm really liking it, and I just really haven't had much of a chance to really sink my teeth into it. So I think that's what I want to do. It's also extremely nice and warm out in the sunroom. It's like 80 degrees in the sunroom, which it's designed to get extremely hot in there. Like, you know, it's all windows basically, and it's a very tight enclosed area, so it gets very hot. So I think I might go shed a layer, go hang out there, get some physical reading in, and then I just need to get my exercise in for the day. And that's really the last thing I have to do tonight. So for dinner, I have no clue what I want to do. I have this app that I'm obsessed with called AnyList, and I pay yearly for it. I think it's like $10 a year, which I think is completely reasonable, and it lets you, you know, track all your grocery stuff, which I love, and it just organizes it out. I could put in the price, and I like to put in what aisle it is, because there's some things that I buy that I don't buy very often, and then I forget where it is, so I have to go through the whole store trying to find it. But I can look it up on the store's website, find the aisle, and then just put it on here, and then it remembers that, which I think is super cool. And I also store a lot of recipes in here. Like, I'll find a recipe I like. I'm just gonna show you this way. I don't want to rate, thank you. And I can store recipes in here, which I think is super cool. I can like change the pictures if I wanted to, and I think it's really cool. So you can also meal plan on here, which I am gonna start using. So for dinner tonight, I put deli chicken with veggies and rice. So I think that's what I'm gonna make. So I actually bought some popcorn chicken because they had some like rotisserie chicken that looked decent, but it didn't, I don't know, it didn't look very good to me. It didn't look very appetizing. So I decided just to get some popcorn chicken that they had there instead. So I'll make a little bucket of rice and maybe some frozen veggies or something to go with that. So cool, that's dinner. Past me already planned it out. So I have like 2 weeks worth of dinners planned out, which I think is really nice. And so yeah, I just love this. And then if you want to add like a specific recipe, let me show you. So for the 28th of April, I guess, I have this loaded twice baked potato dish I want to make. And so I put it as the recipe here. So then I could just tap on it and here's the recipe and here's what I got to do. It's just an amazing app. I've been using it for about a year or two now, ever since I moved out, and it's a lifesaver of an app. And before I was using a grocery app that is out of date and they weren't updating it anymore. So I was trying to find something else and it took me a long time to find a good grocery app. Like, I don't know why that is such a difficult thing to find, but I tried so many before I found AnyList. And what I also love is with paying with the premium membership or whatever, I can also access it on the desktop, which I very much appreciate because when I'm making a recipe, sometimes it's easier for me to put it on my laptop or my iPad or something, so it shows me the ingredients on one side and the steps on the other, because sometimes it's a little too small on my phone. And I can put the grocery list on my watch, which I think is so helpful because sometimes I find it hard to like juggle my phone around while trying to shop. So instead I could just be like, oh, I guess I gotta get this, you know? It's amazing. Obviously I'm not sponsored. I'm just saying it's a really good app and I just wanted y'all to know. So I think it's time to relax. I also might trim my nails. I had fake blood all over my hand because apparently the fake blood that I bought for a costume that I was going to do last Halloween and then ended up not doing kind of exploded in one of my vanity drawers. And as I was cleaning it up, it was like melting and it got all over my hand. So it looked like I had a severe injury. I mean, it looked awful, but my nails are kind of stained from it now. So I might just trim that off, get rid of it. So that's the plan, friends. So I'm gonna go and I will chat with you all when there's more to update on. I love this album, okay? It's a bop. It's a bop. I didn't like it at first. I don't know why. I just was like, I don't know if country, I don't know. I've never liked country music, but this is fun. And I also think it helps that I'm in my yeehaw era right now. I'm living for all of the like cowboy romances at the moment. I'm just swimming in them. And I love it. But howdy, it is Monday and today was like a weird day. It wasn't bad, it's just weird. Like my body is just like acting a fool, which is never fun. But yeah, your girl just got a lot of hormonal issues and it's not fun. But we do love an impulsive queen. I did place an order for this little item that I'm about to show you. Completely forgot about it. Completely forgot. And then I saw money being taken out of my credit card. I'm like, what in tarnation be that? So I did some digging and I'm like, oh yeah, I fell for an ad, which I don't do very often, but I fell for this. I'm obsessed with it, okay? Like when I tell you I want 30 of these, I want 30 of them, okay? Look! It's a little 3D printed cherry blossom dragon. Like, are you kidding me? She's so cute. Look at her little head. If my camera will cooperate, like, oh, look at her. So they marketed this as a fidget toy and it is very fun to fidget with. She's just so like animated, like her little face and neck, like I love it. Yeah, I really want to get the giant one. They have like one that's twice as big as this and I want it. But I'm restraining myself because that one's a lot. And I already impulsively bought this, but I'm obsessed. She's so cute. I realize I say the word I'm obsessed way too much, but seriously, like I need this in my life. So, I do have a reading update for you all. I don't even know if I said this, but I started listening to Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice. Is that the newest one? I hope so. So I started listening to that the other day and I finished it today at work because it was a very slow day and I liked it. I definitely think this series is going downhill for me. I just feel like it's getting really silly. Like silly in a non-fun way. It's just getting ridiculous. Like it's just like reveal after reveal after reveal and the stakes just keep getting crazier and stupider and weirder and it's just weird. But I am invested in these characters. I really love this world and of course this one did leave off on a cliffhanger, so I know there's going to be a 5th book and I will keep reading them because nothing so terrible has happened that has made me not want to continue, but it definitely has lost some quality for me personally. But like I said, I'll keep reading it, but I gave this one 3 stars, which is my first 3-star of this series, which is sad. So I finished that. So now I'm back down to 2 books and I'm going to try to keep it that way because I really don't like having 3 on the go. So Off to the Races is going to be my new workbook. I'm absolutely loving it though. It is so good. It's just so good. So I'm just loving it. Like I love that there's actually like time happening in this book. So what I mean by that is like there is months happening in this book. So like it makes me think that the relationship has more credibility because these characters are getting to know each other over a longer period of time than like a week or a couple days or whatever. I mean, there's attraction immediately, which I can understand. Like I feel that with some people, like it's like an immediate attraction, but like you're not in love with them, you know? So I appreciate the realistic like development of this relationship and it's going real good. I did try to listen to the audiobook. I hate the narration. Hate it. So we're just gonna stick to the ebook for this one, but it's real good. And then I'm like almost halfway through The Familiar and it's okay. I like the writing style. I like the setting. I don't know. It's just kind of okay. Like it feels like a 3.5 4-star for me. Like I have nothing to say that negative about it. It's just, I don't know. I don't really have much to say on it in general. It's just like, it's happening, which is not helpful. But, that's how that's going. And that's all I really got for reading update. So I thought there was something else I was gonna tell y'all. Oh yeah, so there is this walk that happens every year and I love to do it. It's a 5K and it's a walk run, so like the runners compete to win or whatever, but then you can just walk it and just meander, you know? So my mom and I do this walk like every year and so I'm like, yo, you want to do this walk? And so sadly, she's actually going to be on a trip at the exact same weekend that this walk is happening. But I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, well, how about I just do it myself? So I went ahead and registered. I'm kind of nervous, but excited. Like I've never done like a big 5K walk by myself. I always do it with somebody, but I'm really challenging myself this year. Like when I want to do something, I'm not going to wait for somebody else to like join me or do it with me. Like just do it yourself, you know? Like I took myself out for coffee the other day. It was like weird. I felt very weird doing that, but it was nice. And it's like, you know what? Take yourself to the 5K. Do the 5K yourself. So I am. So I registered. So my mom also registered until she realized she's not going to be here, but she collects the t-shirts every year for this walk. So she's getting a t-shirt regardless. And so yeah, I'm gonna go pick up our stuff I think in the next like, week or so, but I'm excited. That should be fun, and it's supporting, you know, a local nonprofit, which is awesome, and it should be super fun. So I'm just gonna wear my little fanny pack with my phone and all that, but I do feel like I don't need to like train for it. It's only 3 miles. I walk 3 miles or more every day anyways, but I might start training a little bit to try to at least jog some of it, you know? I can usually, like my mom and I, when we do it together, we can usually get it done in about an hour. So I think that's like what, a 20-minute mile? Yeah. So like we do like a 20-minute mile. That's not bad, but maybe I could try to up it since I'll have no one to be, you know, with me. So I don't know. just wanted to tell y'all about that, I guess. That's really all that's really been happening lately. I'm tired. This is not gonna be a fun week health-wise. My monthly best friend coming to visit, and I'm not looking forward to it. It explains a lot of the past few days, honestly, of me eating so much. Like, honestly, yesterday I could not get enough to eat. It was so annoying. I freaking hate that. And then today I had the most splitting migraine I've ever experienced. Like, I almost wanted to leave work, but I just forced myself to stay, and I was super nauseous all afternoon. Like, I swear, like, women just don't get a break. Like, I don't know, I have so many hormonal issues that I feel like I'm just in a constant state of my stomach hurts, my head hurts, I'm tired, or I don't feel well. Somehow, some way. Every single day, no matter what. I think there's maybe like 3 days of the entire month where I actually feel great and can say that confidently. Otherwise, I just never feel good. Like, what is up with that? Anyways, I need to get ready for bed. It is like 8:30, but I just want to show y'all my little dragon. I don't know where I'm gonna put her. Like, I don't know if I just want to like keep her out or like put her somewhere specific, but I really want to get another one for my car. Like, could you imagine having her on the dash just like curled up? So cute. Adorable. But yeah, I'm obsessed with this, and I'm gonna go read my book, and getting real nauseous again, so yay. Hello. I just got ready for bed, but I thought I should come update y'all that I finished another book. So it was another really quiet day at work, so I was able to get off to the races done today. I loved this. I will say I didn't love the last half of this book as much as I did the first half, purely because I feel like our main character, Billy, I love her. She's like such a strong character. She's like, I don't need no man. No, she's like happy by herself, but she cried so much in the last 50%, and it was all because of a man. And it just felt weird. Like, the whole first half of the book, she's like so strong and so independent, and like, that's great, happy to see that. But then like the last half, she just got weird. Like, I don't know, didn't really love that, but I did end up really liking the story, so I give it a 4-star. I had a great time. I loved how many horse scenes there were in here. I mean, it is like a horse romance. I wouldn't say it's a cowboy romance because there's no cowboys, but it's definitely like horse girly romance, which I had a very fun time with. So definitely going to be continuing with this series, but that means I'm finally down to just the familiar. So I will be starting Weather Girl, I think tonight, or no, not tonight, tomorrow, which is gonna be my next audiobook slash workbook, and I'm looking forward to starting that. That is the last book I need to read for Magical Readathon, which is just in time because the month is coming to a close, which is wild. So yeah, I'll be starting that tomorrow, and for now I'm just going to continue with the familiar, which I'm quite enjoying. So hoping to get a good chunk of that read tonight. It is getting kind of close to my like bedtime where I should be going to sleep, which is still so surreal to me considering how bright it is. I mean, let me show you. I mean, look at that. I mean, the sun's like barely set. Like, it's party time. Like, I should be going to sleep, but alas, it is past 9 o'clock. But I think I saw somewhere that Alaska is not going to be dark again until like September, which sounds about right. Like, it's seriously going to be daylight from here on out, which honestly, I'm not mad about. I love it. So I'm going to go hit the hay and I'll chat with you all later. You know you've reached peak adulthood when you get excited about getting a Z-tag for your car. I have been on the list to get one of these for the longest freaking time, and finally got one because my registration expires in May, and I'm like, I better go do it. So I got a Z-tag finally. So I don't know if other states have this. I assume they do, but if you have no clue what I'm talking about, a Z-tag is basically a permanent registration for your car, so you don't have to pay the like every 6 months or whatever it was fee to keep your license plate and stuff registered or whatever. So it's like $30 every time. I mean, it's not the cheapest, but I paid a little extra, got me a Z-tag, so I will never have to buy that again for my little car, which I'm so happy about. So I'm gonna go wash off the license plate because I know it's filthy, and let that dry while I'm at dinner, and then stick this bad boy on there. I'm excited. So yeah, I feel like a true adult now. I got a Z tag. Yay! So yeah, that's how it's shake and bake in my world today. I have started another book. I started Weather Girl this morning. I'm loving it. Like, our hero, I guess using the romance terminology, our male love interest, he's like a bigger guy and he's just such a cinnamon roll, and I just love him so much. And I just love that. Like, I feel like we don't see very many like plus size dudes in romance, and I really am loving this. Like, they have such a cute connection, and I love our main character. She's so passionate about her job and the weather, because she's a weather girl. Like, that's her job. Obviously in the title it says that, but she is like on TV, like doing the weather portion, and he's the sports guy on the same news channel, and it's just so cute. Like, I don't know, I'm just having a great time. So really loving that. The Familiar is still going good. I think it's like a 3.5 for me, honestly, which is a little disappointing, but yeah, so just want to pop on here, say howdy. It's Wednesday. It feels like it should be Friday, but we have 2 more days, unfortunately. But anywho, talk to you all later. Hello friends. I promise I looked a lot cuter earlier, but I have since taken off all my makeup and have just been chillaxing. So it was a very, very busy Friday. Like, I swear everything came to a head today at work and it was just chaos. Yeah, it was wild, but at least I made the day go by fast and I'm finally done with work for 2 days. So let's talk about books real quick. So I did finish Weather Girl today, which is my final book I needed to read for Magical Readathon. Yay! I know I didn't read my TBR. I did shuffle a lot of things around, but we will talk about that in my wrap up later on in May, which is happening next week. Like, May is next week. What the heck? So I finished that today. I gave it 3 stars, but I do think it has its audience. This book talks a lot about depression and being diagnosed with depression and going to therapy for depression, and it's like a positive outlook though. Like, our main character is doing great even though she does have depression. So I do want to make that clear. Like, it's not like making depression out to be the villain, I guess. It really is like a really good mental health story, I think. It really explores mental health in a really positive light, and I think it was really great for that. I just think as like a romance book, which is what I was expecting it to be, it was really lacking for me. I did like the hero, the story, Russell. I like that he was a bigger guy, and I feel like you don't see that very often. It's always like thinner people, which nothing against that. I just feel like it's not seen very often that the guy is like, you know, a bigger dude. So that was awesome, and I just thought what was supposed to be like the 3rd act breakup just felt weird, and I don't really know how else to explain it. I just didn't like it. Like, I never liked the 3rd act breakup. I think it's way too predictable in romance, but it's not my favorite. So this one in particular just felt very odd to me. But anyways, so I gave it 3 stars, but if you want a really good mental health rep book, I think this one would definitely fit that. But yeah, so I am also almost done with The Familiar, which I will be finishing in next week's vlog because I'm closing this one out tonight. But that's all I really got for you for update. Actually, I do have something else, but I'm sorry, I'm gonna tease you for it for next week. I know, that's so mean, but you will hear all about it because I will not stop talking about it in next week's vlog because it's exciting. It's adding, I'll give you a little teaser that's not gonna make sense. I adopted, I think it's 6 new little family members to add to my household. So they're critters, by the way, not children. Want to make that very clear. Critters. So you'll just have to wait and see what those will be because I'm gonna go pick them up tomorrow. But I'm so sorry to tease that and then leave you, but that'll be fun. You'll have to come watch the next vlog, I guess. Sure, that's gonna be it from me, and I will chat with you all in the next vlog. Toodaloo!